Yes sir. Het is weer vrijdag en dat betekent dat het tijd is voor een nieuwe aflevering van de Moody Without Music stream hier op War Stories Radio Live. Het enige station waar je liefde geeft en je liefde krijgt. En zoals je het misschien al ziet en hoort, ik heb er zin in vandaag, want vandaag hebben we een hele dope interview voor de boeg staan. We hebben namelijk over een half uurtje hebben we het eerste deel van het interview met Danni Jackson. En ja, mocht die nou niet bekend voorkomen, we gaan het zo meteen erover hebben, want misschien ken je er al, misschien ken je de gezicht al, heb je al krom gelachen om haar humor. Ik ben tegelijkertijd al een klein beetje schor zonder te hebben geschreeuwd of whatever, maar zoals ik al zei, we hebben er zin in. Ook hebben we minimaal 4 of 5 tracks van onze gast van vandaag waar we naar gaan luisteren. En de rest van de episode is daar iets wat op aangepast. Ook hebben we een aantal aanraders vanuit onze gast. Dus ik hoop dat je gaat genieten van de muziek die hier voor de boeg staat. En een dope nieuwe artiest slash multitalent gaat volgen en ja, in de gaten gaat houden na dit gesprek. Maar dat is allemaal over 20 à 25 minuten. Allereerst gaan we zo te beginnen met de eerste track van de avond van onze gast, genaamd We Ain't Got Love. En daarna hebben we de eerste aanrader van de avond, van Sheps met Unsent, gevolgd door Lance Prime met Guillotine. En daarna hebben we Yours Truly samen met Jayano, of tenminste Jayano samen met Yours Truly en Ash op Jouw Love. En daarna hebben we nog een banger vanuit de UK, maar representing voor de Netherlands is Danni met Butterkiss. En dan is het alweer tijd voor de tweede banger van onze gast voor vandaag. En daarna het eerste gedeelte van het gesprek. Met dat gezegd hebben ga ik de switch maken naar Engels. Wil jij nou ook een interview met mij of een van de andere programma's hier op het station? Word een member op de website en stuur ons een mailtje. With that being said, I want to welcome everybody to a new episode of the Moody Without Music stream here on War Stories Radio Live. The only station you show love, you get love. And in about, let's say, 20 minutes, we're going to show some love towards someone who you probably already knew about or at least seen on the telly. We're talking with Danni Jackson, and turns out she's a multi-talent. I already had, how do you say it? Stomachache because of all the laughing after watching the episodes. Unfortunately, it wasn't on the telly for me, so I looked it up on YouTube. But very amusing. But she also is a very talented singer. And after I quit talking, we're going to listen to the first banger of the evening coming from our guest. The song is called We Ain't Got Love. And after that, we also have some recommendations coming from our guest. First up is Sheps with Unsent. And after that, we have Lance Prime with Guillotine. And after that, I know it's a bit self-promotion, but I had to sneak it in, is Yours Truly on a feature by Jayano featuring Ash on Jouw Love. And after that, we have a banger coming from the UK as well, but representing from the Netherlands, it's Danni with Butterkiss. And after that song, it's already time for the second banger of the evening, as well as the first part of the conversation with today's guest. So bear with me. I am excited, as you can see, as you can hear. I'm looking forward to the interview. And with that being said, I just want to point out that if you want to have an interview with either me or all the other shows on the station, MCLA's halftime show on Wednesday, Female MC's radio on Thursday, Yours Truly on Friday, on Saturday it's Huda LK Presents, and on Sunday it's the Rilla Show with Yours Truly and Huda together. Pause. For a great interview, and all you have to do is become a member of the website and throw us an email, send us your submission for that, and we will make it happen in the next upcoming weeks. I do have to point out that we are booked for the next 2 or 3 weeks for most shows, but don't hesitate to send in your submission as well, because we want to talk with you, give you the international exposure you deserve. And yeah, man, with that being said, I'm not going to talk any longer. I don't want to stretch it out too much. Pause. See, that's how it is today. So yeah, let's go to the first banger of the evening of today's guest, Danni Jackson with We Ain't Got Love. It's your boy IBJ. You're listening to the Moody Without Music stream here on War Stories Radio Live, the only station you show love, you get love. Talk to you in a bit. Bang.
be the one to say it. But if I don't explain it,
girl, ik ben op zoek naar je love. Alleen jij kan het me geven. Ik voel trust. Ik ben op zoek naar je love. Alleen jij kan het me geven. Ik voel trust.
En daar zijn we weer. Dit waren alweer de eerste 20 minuten van deze aflevering van de Moody Without Music stream hier op War Stories Radio Live. We gaan een snelle recap doen. Daarna ga ik de switch maken naar Engels en gaan we het eerste gedeelte van het gesprek voeren. Nadat we het eerste gedeelte van het gesprek hebben gevoerd, gaan we luisteren naar 2 tracks, waaronder eentje van onze gast. En na de 2 tracks doe ik een recap van wat er is besproken in het eerste gedeelte. Maar laten we kijken welke tracks waren afgespeeld in de laatste 25 minuten. We begonnen met een banger van onze gast van vandaag met We Ain't Got Love. Gevolgd door Sheps met Unsent. Daarna hadden we Lance Prime met Guillotine. En toen hadden we een klein beetje zelfpromotie met Jayano met Jou Love featuring Ash en Yours Truly. Vervolgens hadden we Danni met Butterkiss. En last but not least hadden we de tweede banger van de avond van onze gast van vandaag met Tree. En dat waren alweer de eerste nummers van dit segment. Met dat gezegd hebben ga ik gelijk de switch maken naar Engels, want ik wil onze gast van vandaag niet langer laten wachten. So with that being, wow, I'm already on a roll with Dutch and English, but yeah, I was about to make the switch to English and welcome you back after the first segment of the first 25 minutes. Wow, I have to get myself together for a second, do the recap, and then it's time to bring our guest of today in. As you can see, I'm excited, that's why I'm kind of slipping here. But yeah, let's see what songs we played. We started off this first hour with the first banger of the evening from our guest, We Ain't Got Love. Then we had Sheps with Unsent, followed by Lance Prime with Guillotine. Then we had some self-promotion with Jayano featuring Ash and Yours Truly on Jou Love. Then we listened to Danni with Butterkiss. She's an artist from the Netherlands living in the UK. So I thought it was suited to put it in. And then we had the second banger of the evening with Tree. With that being said, I'm gonna put some claps on and switch scenes because it's time for the first part of the conversation with today's guest. Let me see. And here we are. How you doing?
Hello.
Hi. We already spoke before we went live, so this hello might sounded a bit, how do you say that, staged, but you're an actress as well, so we had to throw that in. How are you doing?
We did. I'm good. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. I saw on Instagram that you were listening to the show, so even though we were a couple of your friends, what do you think of the music we played?
Yeah, amazing. My friends were so happy. Shabs was super excited to hear her song, and my friend Lance, I call him Mav. He has like 3 different names, but his stage name is Lance.
Okay.
He's listening as well, so hello to them both. And I think my mum and sister are listening, my number 1 fans, my family. So yeah, it's all good. It's nice to be asked to be on and speak to you. So thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you on. Like I already told you before we went live, when I received your song, your latest song, which you're gonna listen to later on, I wasn't sure it was directed to me, but I was so enthusiastic about it that I was like, I don't even care. I'm gonna reach out to her and see what's up. But here we are, a couple weeks later. I have to apologize that I kept you waiting for a couple weeks, but I was booked.
You're a busy
I wanted
man.
to have this interview earlier, but I couldn't. But we're here now. For those who don't see a familiar face or didn't hear a lovely voice which you heard before, introduce yourself.
So yeah, my name is Danni Jackson. I'm based in London, and I'm a singer-songwriter and an actress and a writer. So I do sort of everything, and I'm just trying to exist amongst the madness of the world right now. So yeah, I'm working hard in an industry that so many people are trying to be in. So it's always something new every day, but I'm here to work at it. So that's me.
Loving the attitude already. Um, what should we start with? Your music part? I think we should start with the music part and surprise them with all the other things you do later on because you are really multi-talented and
Oh,
already
thank you.
you sound busy. You just named it and you are busy. So there's a lot to a lot of reasons to look you up for. But yeah, let's talk music first.
Yeah.
How long have you been making music for?
So I've been making music for I released my first song in 2016, so around 5 or 6 years now. And I always loved singing, but was one of those kids that was too scared to sort of sing in front of anyone at all. And then I went off to uni, and I really wanted to be involved in their musical that they were doing. And you have societies at uni, and you can join different clubs. And I wanted to be in the musical, but you had to sing to get a part. So I sang, and I got one of the main parts. There were about 8 main parts in it, and I was lucky enough to get one of them.
Nice.
And then I just kept singing from there, really. And after uni, I went and recorded in a little studio, and they were really great and supportive and said, "Come back, we'll record your music and we'll make production for you." And so it was sort of 2015 that I started writing my own songs and having production made for them, and yeah, just been releasing music ever since, really.
Okay. But can I say that acting is your first love in that case?
Ooh, they're both so equal. I think I couldn't say. Don't make me choose. I don't know.
I'm
I love them
sorry. I'm
both.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it to you later on, music-wise as well. I got one question in mind which I want to ask you, but it's
Okay.
pretty much the same thing. It's choosing between your babies.
Oh
Um,
God. Okay.
should we get that one out of the way right away?
Let's do it. Crack on. Hit me
Okay.
hard.
What of your songs until now is your favorite?
Oh, which one? Which song is my favorite that I've
Hmm.
done? That's so hard. Oh, can I swear? I can't swear, can I?
You can. You
Um,
can. I'm not bleeping anything.
fuck.
That's why I also told you that if you felt like having a drink or whatever, just be you.
Yeah.
So if you want to swear, be you.
Okay, well, I'm going to refrain from swearing, but I would probably say I have different favorite songs for different reasons. I love my song Everything I Am. I wrote that about my granddad, who
Okay.
passed away, and that was that was an amazing song to write, and I love that so much. I'm proud of that song. But then I also love Chains. Um, I'm sounding like I'm a massive fan of myself right now, but I
You
like the
have to
songs I
be.
write. I do.
Yeah.
I write music that I would listen to, so I do like my songs, and
You got all the
I've
right
written
to.
some crap ones though. I've written some really terrible songs as well, but yeah, I would say Everything I Am.
Okay. Okay. And music-wise, what is your biggest milestone so far? Because I know already, but for those who see and hear you for the first time, let's brag about it.
The musically,
Yeah, biggest milestone. Milestone.
God, biggest milestone. Well, my first big milestone would have been releasing my EP, because I never ever imagined that I would be able to release an EP and release music, and then getting played on BBC Introducing and being recognised by BBC was amazing. Um, and then I would just say, actually, just connecting with other artists and having people I don't even know support me, which I just think is the nicest thing ever. That's why I like social media, because you just get people that don't know you that will message you and say, "I love your music," or "I think you're really funny," or keep doing this, and you just think that's so nice that you've taken that time out of your day to do that. So I have a feeling like you had a milestone that I'd done in mind, and I'm not sure what you were
No,
thinking.
I was talking about that one because it was picked up by the BBC and then got over a quarter of a million views in total. Well, that's your Spotify, but
Yeah,
that by itself is a milestone. So yeah,
yeah.
I just wanted to sneak that one in because I already felt like the second we spoke that you are probably too humble,
Ah,
which is a good thing, but that's why I brought this up so you can brag about it because again, that's not everyone can say that, and especially yeah nowadays because everyone is making music, but yet
yeah.
you're the one with a quarter million views on Spotify. So congrats on that.
Thank you. That's really kind. It's hard to get listened to, but yeah, it's amazing knowing I've got over 250,000 plays. It's that's really cool. So yeah, I that.
Well, if you didn't do so, yeah, I had to bring it up.
Thank you.
Congrats.
I didn't pay him to say this, guys.
She didn't. No.
I didn't.
There's all everything comes from the heart in this. But they know the viewers and the listeners from my show and the station know we keep it 100. If I didn't like your music or the comedy, which we're gonna talk on later, if I
Hmm.
didn't like it, I would tell you as well. But unfortunately, we don't have to. No, it's better. No, but it's great music. Back
Thank
to
you.
you because now you switched it over to me. That wasn't the way I set it up. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Who inspired you to make music, or who are your biggest influences?
Oh God, I mean, I am the biggest fan. I don't know. Hopefully, you know her. Of JoJo. Do you know
Yep,
JoJo, the
yep.
American singer? I just love her. When I was 12, or when she started making music, 'cause we're the same age, I would just sit and listen to all of her songs. And then she got in this major thing with her record label, and she didn't release music for years. So I would just sit there dreaming that she would release songs. Um, so I love JoJo, and I'm so happy she's back with music. I love Alanis Morissette for her lyrics. I just think I mean, Jagged Little Pill is just, amazing. I love Janae Eiko, and I love Nao. I think she's incredible. British
Neo?
artist. She's Nao, Nao. She's phenomenal. Sort
She's
of
from the
like,
UK?
yeah, she's sort of
Okay.
soul R&B. She's incredible. I've seen her live, and she's just great. So yeah, I would say sort of those artists. Trying to think of anyone else. I love Miguel. I love Miguel so much. I'm influenced by um, a lot of R&B artists. I grew up listening to R&B. My mum would only play R&B in the car. So I sort of grew up
I can
listening to
relate to that.
that. Yeah, so I've grown up on that music and sort of soul music and R&B. So yeah, R&B artists definitely inspire me. But while I'm rambling, I also love bands like the Foo Fighters, and I love
Okay.
Mumford and Sons, and I love, um, you know, I used to love bands as well. So I'm really not a music snob. I love every genre, and I'm quite
Uh,
proud of that because there are so many people who are like, I only listen to this genre. But I just think, if the song speaks to you, then I can care if it was opera. Like I love it. So
and
yeah.
is it pure because of the music, or has it something to do because opera has some kind of acting behind it, or at least for me?
Um,
Does it relate with your acting more or with your music? That
Um, I would say probably more music. I think, just production wise, and if you're listening to such a massive sound and it evokes an emotion within you. So, it could really be anything. It could be anything. I just love music. I love it,
okay? So
obviously.
let me hit you with some random questions in that case. What's the last song you listened to outside of the show? Because I
Oh,
know you were listening to, so that doesn't count because the last song was your song.
is it really bad that I last listened to my own music? Because I've made an EP that's coming out in a few months, and I got one of the songs back that was mastered, and I was listening to that on the bus earlier. But let me quickly look. Okay, so the last song I listened to, what was I saying before this? Oh, I was listening to oh, hold on. I was listening to Neo, and I was listening to the 1975. Let's go with Neo. I was listening to Neo.
Okay. And what song always puts you in a good mood?
Ooh,
Again, can be one of your own songs.
no, I can't do that.
It's your show.
Right. Something that always puts me in a good mood, I would say, is something like, ooh, Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody.
Okay,
Yeah.
good call. Well, there wasn't a bad answer anyway, but yeah, that's a good song. Um, Something totally different. Who's the messiest person you know?
The messiest person I know.
Yeah, and if you can't come
Me.
up with, oh, I was just about to say, if you can't come up with a name, it's probably you. But
Me.
what's the most useless talent you got?
The most useless talent I have.
Yeah.
Ooh, most useless talent. I'm ambidextrous, so I can write with both hands. But I don't really do it. So I've got that, but I don't.
Well, yeah, in that case, it's pretty useless. I
Yeah.
was blown for a second because well, it is a while that I wrote at all. Let's say with two hands, but okay. Yeah, in that case, it is pretty useless if you don't use it.
Yeah.
Let me see. What skill would you like to master?
Ooh, I would love to master painting or drawing. I just think anyone who can draw and paint is just amazing. So
So
that
how are your painting skills right now? On a
so
scale from
bad.
1 to 10?
-5. It's just horrific. Can't even draw like a banana. It's so bad.
Okay, well, I think we're on the same level in that case, but you can sing and you're funny as well, acting wise.
Uh,
Acting wise, I'm not sure how you are in real life, so let me ask that right away. In comparison to the role, and again, we're going to talk about the acting later on, but since we're talking about it, how much of the role you're playing is similar to the person you are in real life?
100%. Probably
Yeah.
110%. It's based on me, so
Okay.
yeah, it's me all over. There's nothing that isn't me about that role.
Okay. So did you wrote it yourself, the show?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it even funnier because for I saw the chemistry between you and Georgie. I don't know if that's her real name, but it's you and Georgie.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if there was just a good click or chemistry or that there was something picked out of real life, which is makes it, I think, easier to act on screen. But it's pretty much you, which we see on Bedgrams.
Yeah, yeah, and Georgie and I have been best friends since we were 16. So
Okay.
we're friends in real life. We've lived together. We moved next door to each other. So yeah, we're best friends, and the relationship you see on screen is an a heightened version of our relationship. We don't bicker as much in real life.
Okay. And the alter
But
egos?
sorry.
And the alter egos, the male alter egos, are those? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go there. So Trucker Dan, yes, he is a part of me, and when I die, I expect a funeral for him as well because he will be going to the grave too.
The first time he came on screen, well, let's go. Yeah, I, was- I almost, I can say it because we're not bleeping anything. I almost pissed my pants off laughing. I was like, what? And yeah, the timing was perfect as well. I didn't expect it, but how long ago did it start? Because for me, it was 2 years ago on YouTube. But did it start 2 years ago for you?
So the web series that you watched started 2 years ago.
Okay.
But we actually signed with Comedy Central and started working with them in 2017. So quite a few years ago. But yeah, but all of those ideas, I mean, a lot of the stuff that you see in the show happened to us in real life. I mean,
Okay.
Trucker Dan was born because I was giving Georgie a massage in our living room, and I leaned into her and whispered in her ear, "Imagine what I could do with a dick," in a Southern American accent. And she was like, "Who the fuck just whispered in my ear?" And I was like, "I don't know. Shall we name him?" And we were like, "Let's call him Trucker Dan." So that's how he was born. So then we put it in the show as that's all she does is dream about me as a Southern American man. Um, So yeah, so it's stupid.
It's hilarious, especially also the moment when she thinks about it, or at least he pops up when you got your monthly period. That was hilarious as well. I had a
Yeah.
related question to this, but I wasn't sure because again I only have a couple pointers I want to talk about, but besides that I don't set anything up.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. What's the funniest episode of the to film?
Oh God, it has to be the episode where we're trying to get sperm into an egg cup.
And
We-
that was based on a real life story as well.
no, that one wasn't. We made
Okay,
that
okay,
up.
just okay.
We made that up. We never would have. We're not that cruel that we would have used a man in that way, um, or are we? No, we. That was made up, and that was sort of our wild card episode where we were like, let's just do something really stupid. And having to do those scenes in front of in a room of people was just, yeah, it was very funny. We tried. I got kicked off set a number of times because I just couldn't stop laughing. Um, so when you think about it, I was paid to laugh. So it's an
Yeah.
amazing privilege to have been able to even have that opportunity. So I feel very lucky.
So how easy is it to put it on screens? Is this pretty much all based on real life experiences?
Yeah. We just basically write down funny things that happen to us, and then we would put it in the script. So yeah, really easy. We had all the ideas, and we just needed someone to be like, "Here's some money, make what you want to make." And luckily, we were lucky, and we got found, and we made it. So that's great. We'll always have it. We'll always have that to look at and laugh and know that we wrote something really stupid.
And well, again, it's hilarious.
Thank you
I
so much.
watched. I think there are 8 or 10 episodes in total, which I could
Mhm.
find at least. I was checking him for the third time before, I think an hour ago. I had to stop because I was trying to eat as well. I couldn't, and because I was laughing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no cap.
Be careful. Trucker Dan might come in the room now. He's in the room with me.
If you
He's
feel
here.
like bringing him in, bring him in. It's your show, and again, I'm already having a blast. So if he pulls up, I might be pissing my pants on air, but no, I wouldn't. We got to, let me see, I think 8 more minutes left. Still want to break down the songs which we played.
Uh-huh.
Let's start with "We Ain't Got Love."
Yeah.
We started with that one. Can you break that one down for us?
Yeah, of course. So that was actually the first song I properly wrote. And so this song is about my mum and dad. And I'm singing it in the perspective of my mum. So it's sort of a love song based on a marriage that's fallen apart. And I sort of put myself in the shoes of my mum for the song, not my dad's, because the song is sort of from the female perspective of infidelity and what that does to a woman. So I love my dad very much because it's sort of I don't really like saying it's about my mum and dad because it sounds like, God, she must hate her dad, but I love my
It
dad.
was a
We touch
diss
the
track. We
Warren.
all heard it. It was a diss track to What Your Dad. We heard it.
Yeah, but it's oh God, no, it's solely from a female perspective, and I grew up in a house where I watched a lot of unfold, and so it's putting that onto paper, and so it's I'm speaking as my mum in the song, so speaking to her husband, and just basically breaking down what a divorce can do to you really, and sort of how that makes you feel. And I remember that my mum actually was watching a show called Dr. Foster. It's a really popular show in the UK.
Okay.
And she loved it so much. It was about a woman who found out her husband was having an affair. And she texted me. She said, "Oh, this show is just amazing. There's a line in it where they say it's not the mistake, it's the lie." And I thought, oh, that's a really interesting line. Why don't I base a song around that? So I did, and I it's a very revealing song, and I can't actually believe how revealing it is because I feel a bit uncomfortable that maybe my parents have listened to it. Um, but yeah, I'm proud of it. I think my mum loved it. So yeah. Anything else you know about that song? I don't really know what else to say.
No, but even though it was very personal, I think it's still relatable for a lot of families, or at least, yeah, I think I said it right. I think it's still relatable for a lot of families. So
Yeah,
even though
absolutely.
it might have felt like, now I hope it didn't, that it felt like you were crossing boundaries when you were writing that, but I think that's the power behind it as well. That's the reason why it's so deep and again relatable towards for others.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it is because even though I was writing it about something else, you also bring in your own experiences of heartbreak and how you felt when someone left you or something went wrong. So a lot of it is also sort of personal experiences I've had. It's sort of a mix, really.
So what about Tree? Because that's a, well, you can say completely different song in comparison to that one.
Yeah, so that was more I heard the production. And it was just such a sexy beat. Um, excuse me, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna write a song. I think I was well, obviously I was gonna write a song, but I thought I'm
Sorry?
gonna write I'm gonna write a sexy song.
Yeah.
Um, and I thought, why not? I think I was 20 in my early 20s at the time, and I just thought this is what young women do, and young women are sexual and they deserve to feel good and explore their sexuality. And I'm gonna, yeah, write a song about it. I can't believe how confident I was in releasing that. I wouldn't write a song like that now. I
Why
think
not?
maybe it's because I've got a bit older, but I love it, and it's one of my friends. It's his favorite song of mine, and he loves it. And yeah, I really like Three. It's literally just a song about having sex.
Nothing
That's
wrong with it.
it.
And the song I played before that was a similar topic as well. That's why I put them together. But
Yeah.
you know, if it wasn't for sex, we wouldn't be around.
We
And
wouldn't be here.
I will
Exactly.
tell you even better. Besides my radio work, I own erotic sex shop. So now
Oh,
that's out. Don't
awesome.
feel bad about it might be sexually. It isn't. It's part of us
Part of
existing.
life.
So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, but I still get yeah, I still get it. It's still for some people a gray area to talk about. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Um, music related. Who would be your dream collaboration be?
It would be JoJo. I love her so much.
Okay.
It would
And
be
what kind
JoJo.
of song would it be?
It would have to be like a breakup song, like a proper you wanker. It
Like
would,
the one who blew up for her in the beginning?
yeah,
What was
like
it? Get
you get
Out?
out.
I can't believe I knew it. But yeah, that
Yeah,
song. I was
something
familiar
like
with that.
that. Yeah, I reckon she would be amazing to do a collaboration with. I think I just cry the whole time though. I wouldn't be able to believe I was even collaborating with her, but
Well, surprise, surprise. We already contacted her. I wish I had that reach. I wish. But she might see this interview regardless. And
maybe.
hearing your music alongside that, I think that's already two good reasons to do the collaboration. But have you ever reached out to her? Because you got the platform yourself.
Yeah, I have. I've messaged her, but I mean, she must get so many messages and DMs. She's never read any of them. But the love is there. I bought tickets to see her live actually, but her gig was cancelled because of coronavirus. So she should be coming back maybe next year, I think. Maybe I can stalk her outside
How
and
about doing how do you say that, the pre-show, the warm-up show?
well, yeah, maybe I'll hound her management and be like, I should support her, please. I'll do it for free.
Well, not even free. Well, what we as a whole, we're gonna start that action to get you on that on that
Okay, like a
platform.
change.org petition.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna do that. Everybody has to fill it in and vote for you to have this performance over there, and with pay, not without pay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm here for
deal.
this. This is a worldwide issue. So it's very important that I get my slot.
Right.
Very.
With it being said, we're almost gonna go to already the third banger from you of this evening, called Chains.
Yeah.
Did I say? I said it. Yeah. It sounded weird, but I think I said it right.
Yeah, Chains. Yeah.
Okay. I lost the question I was about to ask. Do you want to? How did it came together? I had a different question. It went out.
So Chains, I received the beat, and I should actually mention while I'm on here that I have an amazing producer. His name is Juan Donovan, and he's in America, and he sends me all kinds of beats, and he has so much belief in me, and he's just fantastic. And we connected online, and he produces all my stuff. So he sent me the beat, and I was kind of in a what do you call it? In a stage of writing breakup songs, and I just heard the beat and thought, yes, this is absolutely one. And I had a scenario in my head, like something that happened in my past, and I just thought, I'm going to get this out on paper. So I wrote it, and I was so happy with how Chains came out. It is probably one of my favorites as well. I love how it came together and the production on it. So it really works. I think that the mood and the feel of the song and the lyrics just completely connect with the production, which is amazing when that happens, because sometimes one can really outshine the other. But on this song, I really think that they just marry so nicely together. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one.
I think so too. With that being said, do you want to announce the song so we can listen to it?
It would be an honor. This is the worldwide superstar, Danni Jackson, with the one and only #1 single, Chains.
Who the hell do you think you are? Letting it get that far. I drove you in my car, dropped you right to your front door, and you were counting down the days till you'd see me again. You had me wrapped in chains, you had me wrapped in chains.